What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Yatna. How's everybody doing? Thanks for tuning in to my video. And as you saw in the title, we're going to talk about the Xbox press conference at Gamescom, man. So, I guess, I don't know how many years back, but it seems like in recent years, Gamescom has become a bigger platform to do like world premieres. I mean, Microsoft actually saved games to actually be revealed at Gamescom. So the platform, as far as I guess Gamescom as a whole is, I guess, getting bigger, and it's becoming a huge platform for publishers and developers to reveal their games or to show new footage or whatever the case may be. To me, basically, it's like a second E3, right? Um, and so I just wanted to kind of share my impressions of what I thought of the Xbox press conference at this year's Gamescom. Initial reaction, man, they fucking did it, man. That was, I mean, first of all, it was a 90-minute press conference. It was just like the E3 one. The E3 one was, I think, 90 minutes as well. I was like, wow, another 90-minute press conference. They're just gonna kind of show repeat stuff, but no, they actually showed new stuff for everything, man. So that was a good thing. I didn't want to see stuff I've already seen. Granted, I mean this conference is over in Germany, so it's more for you know that location and that area for everyone in Europe to experience all the new games, get hands on time, previews, all those things. But they still understand that everyone around the world is watching this, so they don't want to show repeat stuff. So I was glad to see a lot of new footage for stuff, and then also see all those awesome world premieres, man. Um, so right off the bat, Xbox is looking good. This Gamescom press conference was awesome. A lot of great games coming. There's no doubt that, at least in my opinion, the Xbox is on top right now. Granted, the PS4 sales may still be in the lead, but as far as like features and games catalog, I think Xbox by far is winning that race, right? So let's talk about the conference. They showed. Now I'm probably gonna miss a lot of stuff because they honestly showed a lot of shit, man. So I'm probably gonna miss a few things. But they showed what Scalebound gameplay. Oh man, I was so excited to see Scalebound. And I was really hyped for it, and it was actually everything that I was hoping it was going to be. First of all, beautiful game. I mean, every game at this conference is beautiful, right? I mean, we've hit this point where it's kind of expected for a game to look a certain way, with the new technology, and we just expected at this point. But the game looked beautiful for Scalebound. The action looked good. It seemed really epic. I really like the fact they're including four-player co-op. I myself am a big fan of co-op games. I like being able to join in with my friends and do some good, player versus enemy combat. So I'm glad to see that. They didn't. I don't know if they really went into too much detail, as if co-op is like in the story or if it's its own mode. I'll probably do like another video where I actually look at each game individually and kind of analyze the trailers and all the details that we know about it. So maybe I'll save all that information for another video for Scalebound. But at least as far as what they showed at the press conference with that gameplay trailer, it looked awesome. It was epic. They finally showed Crackdown 3 gameplay. We've been waiting for that gameplay for a long time, and they finally showed it. And it was pre-out. I think it said pre-alpha footage, so super early in-game footage. But in my opinion, it looked good, and we finally got to see the power of the cloud, right? So for a long time, Microsoft's been toting this phrase, the power of the cloud, right? And with that pre-alpha gameplay footage, we kind of finally got to see what the power of the cloud is, right? So when they showed that kind of multiplayer footage with all that destruction, individual piece of the building falling off, the building collapses, hits another building, and that chain reacts, and everything's blowing up, and there's particle effects and debris flying everywhere. That's the power of the cloud, and I thought it looked damn good. So I'm excited to see more of that. Scalebound also 2016, Crackdown 3, 2016. Man, where do I go next? They showed one thing that I'm super excited for, Dark Souls 3. I was super shocked to see Dark Souls 3 at this press conference. I didn't know it was going to be there. Maybe some of y'all did, but I didn't know. And that was awesome. We got to see gameplay. Of course, we got to see the CG trailer that they released at E3. And then I know we had some leaked screenshots around the same time of E3 that showed some in-game screenshots. But this is the first time we got to see the game running in-engine, actual gameplay, and it looked awesome. Again, that's another video that I'll do where I go in and analyze that trailer, so we can get an in-depth look at all little bits and pieces to see what looks like Souls, what did they pull from Bloodborne. This is the final, at least, Dark Souls game in the series of Dark Souls, and so we'll see where they go with it and if that finale will be good. But that trailer looked awesome. Of course, they showed Forza 6, and Forza 6, of course it looks awesome. I'm a big fan of Forza. Really enjoyed Forza 5, and I really enjoyed Forza Horizon 2. Forza 6 looks awesome. They're showing off, the enhanced weather effects, kind of how the rain really affects the road and how you can actually really feel it in the steering of the car. So I'm eager to try that out. I know that comes out in September, I believe. And Dark Souls 3 is definitely 2016. They showed Quantum Break, man. They showed some, at least they showed some more of it, because last Gamescom was when we first got the Quantum Break footage, and I was super hyped. I was like, damn, this game looks good, man. This game looks good. I'm a big fan of Alan Wake. I think Remedy did a great job with Alan Wake. And Quantum Break, after seeing it at this Gamescom 2015, that's shaping up to be like, I guess I'd put it on like that level of like The Last of Us, like those kind of super cinematic experience games. Quantum Break is starting, at least to me, is starting to look like one of those games. First of all, we got all these high caliber actors, right? We got freaking Sean Ashmore. I saw like in the live act. Well, first of all, you got the game, right? You got the actual game. And there's like a live action show that kind of ties into it, that expands the story. And I saw in the live action that you got the guy from Game of Thrones. I forgot his name. You got Lance Reddick in there. Some other people that I'm probably forgetting. But I was like, man, they've actually got some decent actors for this live action and, in game. So I'm just as eager to see the live action portion as I am for the actual game. And that game looks awesome. Gameplay is like it's a cover shooter with all these, time warping powers and abilities. The game graphically looks ridiculous, and just to see all the particle and different effects, like when you do the different time things, like the time explosions or the time bubbles and the ripples that happen, and then when the time completely stops, and you're fighting those other agents that have like the equipment that allows them to move just like you, and you guys are kind of like, I want to say like an instant transmission type of dash type of thing. That was sick. I'm excited for Quantum Break. I know that's they actually dropped the date for that. It was like April 5th, I think, 2016. So I'll probably do another video on that as well. I'll probably do individual videos for each of these games, so we can actually go all the way in depth and analyze these trailers and see what's going on in these trailers, man. What else? Of course, Halo 5 was there. They were really pushing the esports for Halo 5. Back in the day, Halo was maybe not the biggest, but damn big esports game. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really follow esports too closely, but I think they're trying to kind of put Halo back as far as a major player in the esports community. I saw they brought out some shoutcasters to commentate that match between Optic Gaming, and I forgot what the other team's name is. And so I mean, it's good. They kind of want to get back in touch with the community and get back in touch with esports. To me, that at least lets me know that the game will be extremely balanced, because for esports you gotta have a balanced game. So it lets me know right off the bat that even for casual players, the game will be really balanced. So I look forward to that, and that lets me know that the map structures will be really balanced, and just the gunplay, mechanics, everything will be balanced. I think it'll be a lot more fun because they're going for that esports focus. I don't know what you guys' opinion is on that, but that's what I'm thinking. But either way, Halo 5 looks great. They showed a bunch of indie games. They showed so many that I probably couldn't really go, through them all. Um, One indie game that really I was like, whoa, I didn't know about this one. Was I think it was called We Happy Few. Seems like some sort of weird horror game. They had the London bridges falling down, music playing with it. It was really creepy. The atmosphere seems creepy. It's just really interesting, and I definitely want to learn more about that game. I don't recall when it was coming out, but I definitely want to play it. That looked interesting. They showed us. They showed Rise of Tomb Raider. Showed some more gameplay for that. Of course, that looks great. They showed a lot of stealth gameplay, showing off some of those stealth mechanics. Of course, Laura was kicking ass in the trailer. And then they also showed some footage of her, actually raiding some tombs. She's a tomb raider. And the first one didn't really have tombs per se, but this one actually has tombs, and you can raid them because you're the tomb raider. And it looked good, man. I thought Tomb Raider looked good. One of the most beautiful games. It's up there as one of the most beautiful games, definitely. It looks really good. So I'm excited for that. Um, I mean, man, I'm probably missing. I'm probably missing some more games here because they showed just so many games that I'm sure that I'm missing some right now. But I'll definitely, if I am missing a game and if it's worth having its own video for, I'll make it its own video. But overall, man, that Gamescom press conference was awesome. I look forward to. I know throughout the week they're going to be showing a lot more gameplay videos and demos for other companies. I think EA has a press conference tomorrow, so just a lot more game information and things like that will be coming out within this week. And I plan to do videos on all that new information. I look forward to finding out about that Battlefront mode tomorrow, that Fighter Squadron. That's gonna be sick. Um, yeah, Xbox Gamescom 2015. They did it, man. They did a really good job. I think Xbox, you know, when Xbox first came out, there was a lot of negativity with, I guess, the direction of the console. But ever since Phil Spencer has come in place, that ship's turned. It's done a complete 180, and it's just looking really good, man. Like, I bought the Xbox when it first came out, midnight launch. Um, I've always been a big fan of Xbox, and just to see all this great stuff with it just makes me super happy as a fan. Now, I'm not like a fanboy. I do own a PS4. I like playing games on all consoles and all platforms. I'm not exclusive to one platform, but it is great to see, Microsoft be able to you know, I guess, correct their wrongs essentially, and be in touch with the community. They're really listening to all the feedback that they've been getting. That's one thing I really love about Microsoft is they've been really listening to all the community feedback. And kind of speaking on that, they announced a lot of features, with Windows 10 and Xbox One. We're getting the new Xbox One UI in November. Um, Backwards compatibility will be open for all in November. Um, I talked a lot about Windows 10, and that's one thing I'm actually really happy to see, man, is that connectivity between Windows 10 and Xbox. They're really pushing this. If you're, it's kind of like the Apple thing, right? Like if you have an Apple product, they're all going to work together, and you can do anything you can do on like the iPhone, you can do on the iPad or your MacBook, right? And Microsoft is kind of going in that direction. It's like, hey, you got an Xbox, you got a Windows 10, laptop, or a desktop PC, or Surface tablet or Windows Phone. Anything you can do on this one, you can do on the other, and then you can even stream your Xbox to that device if you wanted to. So I really like the idea of all these devices connecting, and being able to have your content on all these devices. That's awesome. I'm really excited about that. It kind of makes me want to maybe even adopt a Windows Phone one day, which is insane because I would have never thought I got a Windows Phone. Not because I never liked the OS, but just because they don't receive the same app support as iOS and Android does. But with all these extra features that Windows 10 and Xbox are getting, it's looking like a pretty good option to get a Windows Phone. So, I mean, we'll see. Um, but yeah, if you haven't watched the press conference yet, which I'm sure you have, but if you haven't, make sure you watch it. Personally, I like to watch the whole conference instead of kind of, picking and choosing trailers just so I can get the whole feel of the conference. I kind of get the little tidbits that the developer that comes out talks about the game might drop. But yeah, great conference. Great job, Microsoft. I look forward to all these great games that are coming out to Xbox One. I'm sure you guys are as well. What did you guys like most at the Xbox Gamescom press conference? What was your favorite game, or what feature are you excited to see? What game are you looking forward to most? What are you buying this holiday season? Drop it all in the comments below. And if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, also subscribe to my channel, man, because I got more videos coming. I'm going to do an in-depth analysis on some of these trailers, can't even get it out, that they showed. And so we can actually dive in and kind of nitpick the trailers and kind of maybe see any hidden stuff or anything like that. But definitely like this video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. Peace.